The Commonplace book of Joshva Hvmphreys, volumes 1 and 2. These are the textbooks for the New Cavalier Reading Society. You get these books, I send them to you. They're included in the price of membership, and they're yours to own forever, to read and to attempt to fathom. These books are literally priceless. 9 years of reading distilled into 600 pages. I first started taking down these notes my last semester of university. The first 25 or so pages were taken while I was still studying history. So I decided to compile them into a book, and then it's just a habit that I kept up, to the point where this book is 3 years worth of reading, and then this book, volume 2, is 6 years worth of reading. I said they were priceless, and really they are. These books constitute 9 years of constant reading, 5 around the world trips. I've written 3 novels during the compilation of these books. There are over 100 pictures in them, quotations. Well, I'm going to break them down for you in a second. These books are priceless, and you get them. The next question is, who will you be reading in the New Cavalier Reading Society, and what will you be reading about? I have an answer to that question. The most common authors that you'll be reading are John Ruskin, Evil and War, William Shakespeare, this is in order, Friedrich Nietzsche, Lord Byron, T.S. Eliot, Bertrand Russell, Jonathan Swift, Ernest Hemingway, Aldous Huxley, and Friedrich Schiller, and 585 authors. Besides, there are over 600 separate authors. Philosophers, poets, historians, artists, painters, comedians, you name it. Saints, soldiers, politicians, the devil. 600 separate authors contained in these pages. The most common subjects discussed by the New Cavalier Reading Society, in order, are art, writing, action, living life rather than just talking about it, history, Christianity, truth, modernity, Venice, religion, decline, the past, civilization, hard work, death, and love. And 535 subjects beside. There are 550 subjects. Owning these books is the equivalent to having read, ostensibly, 670 different books. It's the equivalent of having read 85 essays, 60 poems, and 15 Shakespeare plays, all summarized, the best bits taken from everything in here. You will effectively have read Alice in Wonderland, the Tao Te Ching, Don Juan, Don Quixote, Hamlet, The City of God, The Art of War, The Great Gatsby, Paradise Lost, Beyond Good and Evil, The Odyssey, Dante's Inferno, Reflections on the Revolution in France, King Lear, The Waste Land, Pope's Essay on Man, Gulliver's Travels, The Aeneid, Die Frohliche Wissenschaft by Friedrich Nietzsche. There are quotations in here in German, French, Italian, Hebrew, Latin. 9 years of reading, 600 pages of the best that has ever been written, said, or done, and they're all yours. You own these books forever. Forever. The next thing is to show you what's inside. Let's see if I can do that. So yes, we have volumes 1 and 2 of my Commonplace book. First one is 3 years of reading. Second one, 6 years of reading. Volume 2, we start out on my first ever trip to Europe as an independent thinker. Friedrich Nietzsche. I'm in London reading Shakespeare, King Henry IV. Why, Harry, do I tell thee of my foes, to show how much thou art degenerate? Then I'm in Venice for the first time. That's a tomb, a Venetian tomb, and a lesson taught to me by John Ruskin. For exactly in proportion as the pride of life became more insolent, the fear of death became more servile. Then I'm in Pisa and Rome, looking at Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel, and so on and so forth for 6 years. There's 600 separate authors on 550 subjects, and these books are yours as a member of the New Cavalier Reading Society, to own, to read, to attempt to fathom. 600 authors on 550 subjects, they are genuinely priceless. They're what makes the New Cavalier Reading Society the brilliant entity that it is. 9 years of reading distilled into 2 volumes, 600 pages of the best that has ever been written, said, or done, They are truly priceless, and they are all yours as a member of the New Cavalier Reading Society. I send them to you the moment you enroll. The New Cavalier Reading Society is the best that has ever been written, said, or done. Mankind's most profound questions answered by mankind's most ingenious thinkers, rendering an intelligent being, that's you, ever yet more intelligent. The New Cavalier Reading Society is going to introduce you to and keep you conversant with all that is beautiful and sublime in the moral and intellectual world. There are only 15 places available. Sign up as soon as you can to ensure you don't miss out, and I hope to see you in our first tutorial.